I'm making this just to get some stuff off my chest, and also to say things that these other people will never have the audacity to say because they're not really in it. Um, and I know I say it a lot, and I only say it a lot because of how true it is. I'm the only, truly, the only tarot reader on this whole platform that puts effort into actually healing you all, or tries to, or gives the messages that the divine needs to say, or doesn't repeat the same bullshit over and over again. And if it is repeated, it's not the same reading. I've, for the past 3 years, have shown how multifaceted I am, how much I've gone through, how much I've healed from at the age that I'm at. And I'm going to have to point that out because the majority of my audience is so much older than me that it's not even funny. And it's not to bring any sort of shame on anyone, and everyone knows this as well. But I'm growing ill and tired of the position. And it's not a position that I was forced into. I chose this. I willingly chose this. I willingly made a barter, a new covenant with my father that was renewed literally last year. And it is almost impossible to talk about how imperative it is that I have done this, that I have gone to the depths of my own core, the depths of literally hell, of watching myself be murdered, of literally feeling that, I don't know, it's something that no one is going to be able to understand, and just take it as a parable. The feeling of watching myself die, feeling myself die, watching some stranger bash me over the head multiple times with blunt force, feeling that hit me, and then waking up is how it felt. Just walking along, I left, I zoomed up, I seen my whole vision get blurry. I watched from a third person view my lifeless body on the ground. And to look beside me and to see a bright light of green, not white, but green. And then open my eyes and be confused. How did I get here? Where am I? It wasn't oh, this is a bad dream. I didn't know where I was. All I knew is that when I came back, I had a knife in my hand. And my hands were in my shirt. And someone was coming up on me trying to search my body because I was dead. Because they said, oh, I thought you were dead. That was the first thing I heard coming back from that moment. And that happened 2 years ago. I don't think people understand. They never will. And the fact I'm using the word understand, like, y'all won't get it. Y'all will never overstand or grasp what I gone through to be here, to show you the healing, to be there, to be a difference, to not give the readings everyone else gives, to actually show you the truth of what these things are. The sacrifices that I've had to make, the loss, the gain, but mainly the loss I had to go through to get these things. The betrayal, the lack of help, the fake smiles that I had to go through to be here, to be as advanced as I am, to help you all heal, and to create such a wave within my own self with what I'm saying that it causes me to pause and think, not about what I'm saying next, but to really hear what's coming out of my own vessel, or what I presume to be my own, because I'm not even where I'm supposed to be. I'm not even in that vessel that I was in. I don't even know where I was before I got into this suit 2 years ago. And I'm not even lying. I'm not even trying to talk all confusing. I'm being blunt. I'm being upfront and honest, as I always am. I can't keep ignoring the fact that I have the key. I have the key to healing. I have the key to resolving old traumas. I have the key to really pushing you forward. And it's not some bullshit thing that everyone's like, oh, I have the key to. No, you don't. You still hold on to anger. You still hold on to confusion. You still hold on to guilt and doubt. I can't forgive this person because they did this to me, and it still haunts me to this day. I'm not haunted by that stuff. I look at it as it happens, and I really see what all went down. I compare myself to what I did. I compare myself to what others did. I see how what I did created what they did. I do all this stuff. I see that they are not me, and I see that I am me. They can't be me. We don't have the same father. We have the same creator, but not the same father. Those are different things, and people still don't understand that aspect either. Because you can create something, but not be a father. But to be a father means that you have been put in time by them. But I've witnessed so much in my short span, and I can't keep going on with all the people who like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I'm healing. Are you really? Is it something that you're just doing to make yourself feel less guilty for holding and harboring on the anger? Or are you truly actually delving down and healing? I can't even get away with, I can't even ask. I don't even want to say get away. There's nothing to get away from. I'm trying to get to the point. That's why I ask questions direct, and then people go, oh, you're mad. I can see the pain on you. There's no pain on me. I'm asking you a question. Why do you do this to yourself? Why is it when someone like me comes along to ask you these questions very up front, it's seen as an attack? Why do you feel like you're being attacked? Why do you have to be a victim? Why do you keep putting yourself in these situations? Why do you not allow someone to try and guide you out? Why do you think? Why can't you stop thinking? Why can't you take control of what you are doing? Why do you feel like a byproduct of your surroundings when you're not? And that hit me 2 years ago as well. More like 3 years ago. I was looking around at my channel and like, is this really who I am? Are the people around me my actual mirror? And no. Not everyone around me was who I am. And then there's going to be people, but they are. No, they're not. You know that they're not, because a light will attract anything that needs to go to the light. All the mirror is going to do is reflect. How can light that is brighter, more alive, more lit, more pure than those around it be mirrored by a dimmer light? That makes no sense. You are blinded by it. You don't know what you're saying. It is not ego, it's just truth. It's fact. It doesn't make sense to me. I give a message of love. a message of you can move forward. It's on you. Talking solely about you as a twin individual. Then you add someone else to the equation. Oh, but they won't do this, they won't do that. Who is that? Why do you keep bringing them in? If you don't want them in, stop bringing them in. I will never understand why people do that to themselves. It does not make sense to me. It does not make sense to me at all. They're not real. I don't want to believe. I don't want to think. I don't want to even feel or see that these people are real. I don't. I don't want anything to do with them. I don't want to be around them. I don't think you all know how many times I've prayed and cried out to Yanun, to Anu, to Inky. Get me away from these people. I don't want to do this if I keep being around these people. And all I get back is you have to, keep moving forward. Push by. You're the last one to open the gate. You can deny those people any access. But you have to hold that gate open. I don't think you know how hard that is. And it's bothersome. Because people ask. People all the time, oh, you're the answer to my prayer. I prayed and this happened, or I just really needed you to give me this message, or I need you to give me a message. I need you to tell me this. I need you to tell me that. I don't know why when I begin to tell people what they need. Why those same people, oh, you're just blah, blah, blah. You don't know what you're talking about. You're too young. You'll figure it out later. You're twice my age and you still haven't figured it out. What do you mean I'll figure it out later? I think I have it more figured out than you do. And it's not anger. It's just truth. I don't want to listen to you. It's awful to see the elders around me. Not elders as in the ones who are wiser or the leaders of the pack or the trail. The elders as in the ones older than me are devils by design. They have been curated and bred into being devils by a false sense of healing, by a false sense of self, and by a complete egoic rewire of who they are. Yet they want to say these things. Yet they say, oh, I astral travel, but yet never leave those lower realms. Yet they say, I can't move on because this, that, and the other is blocked in my life. When they block it themselves, when they block their ears from the truth that would set them free and agree only to the grievances around them. It makes no sense to someone who is, as me, a seer, not a fake, phony, bullshit, one of these other people. I see. Oh, you're just full of yourself. You just tell people who they are, all blah, blah, blah. I've done that since I was 5 years old. Since I died when I was 5 years old. When I came back from that I've been doing it since then. I've been doing it my whole life. It's not something I enjoy. I don't see the good in people. I see who they are. I see the devil that's on them. I see the angel that they ignore. I see the tears of their own father on their shoulder that they ignore. The weight that they feel being their own. I see the knives in their own back, but their own third hand stabbing them. I see them around people that will help them or want to help them, and them stabbing them and pushing them away and lighting them on fire. Cursing them with their tongue. I see that. I see the aspects of them where they begin to actualize things and then they go, that's blasphemous, that's stupid, that can't be it, and then go back to blaming others, go back to harming others. I see all that. I don't only see it, but I have to feel it. I have to exist in that time. And it's something that a lot of seers don't talk about. It's something a lot, if even there are real readers that are out here trying to spread those messages. I'm speaking on the behalf of you. I'm using some of your tongue. I feel you. You're not alone. It sucks. It's rough. Why do we have to sit out here and let our voice echo? And I'm not even talking about just, people not getting the message, or, they're not resonating right. I'm talking about when you give them the exact key. This is your problem. You should fix this, and this will cause everything to go right in your life. Those are the ones that I'm talking about. When those messages are ignored, that pain, and it's not pain as in, ow, it hurts me. It's the pain of them that they then staple onto you by clouding you up, by making it seem like you are the one talking about all these things, when in actuality you're not. I can't understand. I can't overstand. I can't relate to it. That's not who I am. And it never was who I am. And I made that very clear when I started this channel. That was never who I was. I'm blunt. I'm upfront. I have to tell the truth. I can't backbone or hide across shit. If I know something, I know it. If I don't, I don't. But the things I do know and the things I do see are ignorant. It's blasphemous against their own moral code and their own moral compass and their own makeup. Maybe they're just disagreeable. Maybe they are just devils and they don't want to accept that they're devils. Or they are a part of the 200 fallen angels, those people that say, we're fallen angels. No, you are a fallen angel. You are a descendant of those 22. Of the 200, One of the 20, shit. One of the 200, I don't even know why I can't say the word right. Maybe this has been going on ever since 2022. Maybe that was just a big shift that I should have been really aware of. Is 2022. Right, yeah, a year before I made that vow. In 2023, I made that vow, where I was locked in the basement. 2022 was the year I almost died again, because my roommate kept bringing people over, random people over, people just coming over in my apartment when I was asleep, just staying over, doing all sorts of stuff, being on drugs, opening up my room, trying to roofie me, doing all this shit that made me pop out and leave that situation. I couldn't be there. It don't make sense. It does make sense. The more I talk about it, the more it makes sense. The more I'm actually able to hear Yanun and Anu and them talk and explain these things to me. So I can grasp, not why it's happening, but this is what led up. So I'm just going to assume that in 2024, whoever was in this vessel couldn't handle it. They killed themselves. They allowed themselves to create someone to bash their head in because they could not handle the shift. 2024 is when I made the shift, started teaching the truth of tarot, started trying to show people the truth of it, trying to get people to heal and shift this thing. It didn't work. There were many before me. And it wasn't the fact that I thought, I can make this work. No. No one else will pick up that sword. No one else will understand or overstand or put this to their life. For the past 2 to 3 years of my life, I've been doing nothing but researching the truth of what tarot is and living by that rule book. Not this bullshit gypsy shit that people have brought forth from the gypsies pulling pranks on people. That's been going on for years. Decades. Eons. Not eons, but more like centuries. But still, it feels like eons. God dang. The same trick. Overused. But yet it's not listened to, it's not heard, and then people, you're just blah, 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 you're so mean. I'm not mean to anyone. In fact, I'm more loving than you are, because the fact that I can show the true light upon what you have done to someone that you want to call guilty as much, yet not have judgment towards you, Yet you come and judge me, mock me, makes no sense. And it don't care. I could give a shit less. I've been mocked since I was fucking in kindergarten. Shit. When I first started public school, one of the very first words I was called was nigger. You think you got anything on me? No, I was raised in this shit. The fact that I was sold for drugs and beat and put in sex rings when I was a child should say a lot more than that too. I've been beaten back, but I'm here, standing stronger than those around me. Expecting to lift their weight up. Expected to do as much. And I just can't. I can't lift you up when you can't even stand for yourself. You can't trust yourself because you run around trying to trust other people. You don't listen to yourself. You don't go out and experiment and try these things. You just listen to someone and hope that they give you the solution that when you do it once, it just works. And then you run away and find someone else to give you a quick fix. You scam yourself. And all I want to do is fix that scamming part of yourself so you no longer have to scam yourself and truly heal and move forward in life and get the life that you are desiring and deserve, yet it's impossible. And then you have people, oh, you're a reader. You shouldn't have to feel this way because I'm not a reader. Tell me what I'm reading. Oh, you're reading my story, my life. Am I? I don't know you. I don't even know what you look like. I could care less about what you look like. I don't know you. Unless you've come to me personally and worked with me, I'm not talking about you. There's very few people that I truly know for a fact that they are living the life I'm reading of. And that they are doing the things that I'm saying in those readings. Because it's not me talking. That's the divine. That's one of the angels. That's whoever the fuck of a high vibration that comes into my body wishes to be said. It's not me. If you knew who I was, you would know for damn sure that it's not me talking. It's who I'm made of, and who I'm made of stays true day in, day out. But those voices change. The fluctuation of the voice change. That new spirit that charges that voice is different. Yet people aren't aware enough. They're not awake enough. They can't see as deep. They can't use their ears well enough to see or hear those things. He's just mad again, or he's getting emotional again, or blah, blah, blah. No. You don't see or know anything of what goes on. And I can't stand, I can't sit, I can't stand, I can't lay down on any of this. And I definitely can't walk away. So I have to lay new ground. And I just want this to be out. I don't need to hold on to it. I don't need to hold on to the burden of those that won't listen. I don't need to hold on to the burden of those that refuse to hear. Because even when I speak in this message, they won't hear. All I want, all I truly need is just your prayers. Not to give me strength. Just keep me in your mind. You don't know what I go through day to day. I spend all day helping people. I spend all day taking time that I could be using on myself for others. I'm 26 years old and I've not lived a single day of my own life. I've always helped others. That's not me putting other people in front of myself. I will definitely take a day off. I will ignore people if I have to. I mean, actually living my own life and then, I can help this person. I see how I can help them. And then actually helping them. And then being betrayed by them, either verbally or betrayed by them not following the actions, them not listening to my message, and then me needing to be betrayed by them showing me the ignorance that they've given me so I can witness their fall that I don't even want to witness. I don't want to see people in my comments complaining about their past. I don't want to see you vent or rant. I want to see you move past that. Actually, from the bottom of my heart, I want you to move past that. From the depths of my heart, from the top of my heart, from every aspect of my living body, from the cells to the full-on manuscript that it is. I want to see you move past that. I don't care of anything else. I truly am not bothered by it. But it's something that needs to be said. Because I don't think people know my true intentions. I don't think no matter how blunt or honest I'll be with my intentions, no one will get it. I'm not like these other people. I spent my life freeing myself actively. It's not something that you just listen to by actively and then go on with your day. No, it's something you live day to day with. And it's something I've lived day to day. It's how I know so much. It's how I can teach people who are older than me things that they didn't really know. That's how I'm able to hold the door open so wide and strong. Because it's not just me opening up the door for one or two people. I've held that door open for years. Before I even did tarot, there's a point in my life where my DNA was activating the suicide bug, that little demon that comes over around and tries to get you to kill yourself. And there was a point in my life where I was actively trying to kill myself, yet lifting other people up still. Whenever they would self-harm, or take a photo of it, or tell me that they're going to leave this planet, I would drop everything I was doing. In that moment, too. Do you understand? Do you overstand? Are you hearing what I'm telling you? In a time where I was wanting to leave this world, the last thing I would have done was help someone. That's not a cry for help. That's a show of character. And that's not to say that I'm at that point now. Don't get that twisted. But I'm telling you, I'm one of the real ones. I'm one of the real ones. And I just want that to be known. I want that to be heard. I want that to be a permanent staple where I'm at. So you know why I do things that I do in the way that I do them. Because I don't have time to play games. My life is not a game. Yours shouldn't be either. And I'm tired of witnessing and seeing these people live their life as this game. But that's really all I have to say. If you listen to this, thank you. You didn't have to. You could have done something better with the 30 minutes that you wasted here. But you decided to sit here and listen. So thank you. Hopefully, you leave with inspiration or a new mind or anything. Just keep me in your mind. Keep me in your thoughts, your prayers. Because all I'm doing here, at least what this new aspect of self that is being awakened, that is being shown and foretold is doing here, is trying their hardest. They're not even trying their hardest. They are actively doing so. Changing. Morphing. Into something that people might not like in the future. But it's for the best. Just as a baby will reject the baby food that you feed it, it needs that to live, to eat. It could eat something else and it will still refuse that too. You are not going to get the sweets of life until you get through the bitters. And if you're not willing to get through the bitters, then you're not willing to live. And if you're not willing to live, then you're not brave. And that's why you're here. And that's why you're stuck here. And that's why you keep repeating events in your life. Because you are yet not brave enough to move past those things. But that's all I have to say. Free Dr. Malachi Z. York. Follow the green light. And peace in the Lamb. It is truly wonderful.